Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I got about 4 minutes, so I'm Don Clark. Thanks for being here, and I'm glad to have a chance to talk to you. I go by Don. Only my wife, when she's mad at me, or my mom back in Texas, call me Donald. My kids are here, and I'm glad they came. It's their very first political event ever in their lives, so they're in the back, and I'm glad you got bed in 4 minutes. So why am I running and why do we serve? I think you probably want to know that. Well, I was a supporter of John Skeel, and that's kind of how one of the two places I got involved with CSD. And I did not like the handling that the CSD did of John Skeel. I was vehemently opposed to it. I didn't like some of the closed door things. I think we have a new guy in place. I've met him several times already, and I think he's going to do a good job. But I think you have to have a good board to have good leadership. I'm a conservative guy. I'm a husband first, a family man, a father. Those are things that matter to me the most, flat out. So why would I get involved in this? And I get asked that all the time. Why do you want to get that headache? Why do you want to get involved with those guys? You know, you got enough going on with intel and everything else. Because if we don't get involved, it's not going to change. I met a lady when I was lining a field last Friday who said that she served on the CSD board in the 80s. And she said, you're not going to be able to change. No one can change that board. And I said, well, I put my name in the hat. I'm going to try. So I went and tried to get better fields in. And I thought I was smart about it. I did a little homework. I said, what kind of grass should we put in to get better fields for our kids to play on? Because they're playing on crap compared to what I see in other areas. Can we do it better? And I did a little research and got told a few things and learned. And we could actually do it for a third less water. So we can put in fields with a third less water. I went to CSD board members and said, hey, I'd like to do this. I was told they were too busy looking for a new GM when they kept 5 months on the job. And then I couldn't get the money. So we raised private money. We put the money in for the field ourselves. We paid for the upkeep of the field. We paid for the fence rental. And it's the nicest field we have in town. But more importantly, it's using less water. And water is expensive in our town. And if you want to cut costs, you got to start somewhere. Better playing service for the kids, less water. That's a good place to start. I really only have 3 goals, but I can listen. So my first goal would be to cut the unneeded spending, and I can see a lot. I don't mind asking the CPA, do you want to volunteer some time and look over this? Or find someone in the community that has a technical expertise and see they'll volunteer their time instead of hiring another consultant. I want to improve our parks and fields. I'm embarrassed, frankly, as a soccer coach when I go to other towns and their facilities are nicer, but we are a more efficient community. I don't want to raise more taxes. I just think we're not spending it wisely. And I want to build a multi-purpose facility, and I want to do that with private funds. But I want to turn it over to the CSD to run, and to do that, you want to know that you have confidence in your local government to do it. So it's that simple. I'm sure all the candidates running have good ideas. I'll listen. I'm not going to push the rock up the hill myself. But if enough people want to do it, I'll be happy to help and do it with you. Thanks.